Natalie Bennett is a fucking moron. I know that I should like the Green Party, and to an extent I do, but I've always just thought that they are the most pathetic party in the world. And the thing that bothers me is the dishonesty. But it's not even like I'm not a Machiavellian, because I could be, I understand that a strong leader will use deceptive tactics sometimes, but at the same time, just being pathetic and not answering the question is not the duplicitous tactic of a strong leader. It's pathetic. So for those who don't know, Natalie Bennett was asked how she could afford to pay for all these things that she probably can't, the party or the country can't afford to pay for. And she didn't have the figures available. And so she openly admitted that she didn't have the figures available at that time, and suggested that maybe they should move on to something else. Except she didn't. What she actually did was try and act as if she did know all the figures and just talk around the question. And to the interviewer's credit, he didn't let her get away with it. But it's just the worst thing ever. And it's just why I can't support any left-wing party currently. Because they're so terrible. They're just awful. It's the worst thing to see in a politician when they can't be honest about their positions. Like George Galloway, not a big fan, but I like him because he seems like the type of person who, when called to account for something he said that's maybe controversial, he'll just be like, yeah, I said that, fuck you, that's what I believe. It's one of the reasons why I like discussing moral relativism and abortion a lot, because you get people who are like, oh, so you believe Hitler wasn't objectively wrong. And I love just being able to go, yeah, Hitler wasn't objectively wrong. It's a fact, deal with it. Whereas Natalie Bennett's the type of person who, if you're like, oh, so you believe Hitler was objectively wrong, or wasn't objectively wrong, she'd be like, well, I mean, he was not like, he thought he was doing something right, and I get that, a lot of people would disagree with him, but I don't really see any reason to say that, he was, well, there's some figures and studies about it, which, I'm not saying that I believe anything, because I don't have any sort of personality or ideological conviction at all, but I just want to water down my beliefs until, everyone agrees with me, please. Fucking hell. Just answer the fucking question. Like a grown-up. Anyway, that's my rant.